Hey, Steve Post here from Motor Racing Network and the Racing Electronics display at PRI. Love talking to the variety of racers, and joining us now, dirt modified racer, Charging Charlie Mefford joins us. Hey, man, how are you?
I'm pretty good, Steve. How are you?
I am fantastic. All right, so you just kind of drove in today. Have you even had a chance to look around the show much to see what's happening here at PRI?
Yeah, we've been here a little bit and walked around and seeing some really neat stuff here. And I love coming up here every year. Just the new technology in this racing world, especially the dirt racing world. It gets better every year. It
is absolutely amazing. Okay, we are nearing the 1-year anniversary of your stardom. It was the Dome race. It was an accident, and Flow Racing, Blake Anderson got involved and took you to social media prominence as well. What's it been like in the last year?
It's everything I ever dreamed of. I've always wanted to be, a well-known race car driver since I was a little kid, and didn't think it was going to be like that. But stepping stones, dog, stepping stones. It was crazy. My phone, legit. I took the phone out there with me on the racetrack, and I flipped, and it was under my leg, and then the phone was just somewhere, and then some guy handed me my phone, and from that moment forward, it just notification after notification after notification. My phone was probably 50-60%. It died within 15 minutes just from it being constantly on.
Well, that's good news, that's for sure. And did you sell a T-shirt or two during that process?
A few is a pretty good number. Matt James with Race Ranch, I stressed him out. Probably took about 10 years off his life from that, between me and Turbo. But no, Matt, he does a heck of a job with Race Ranch. He sells all our stuff. We just came out with some pretty good new shirts for the Dome.
Check that out, that's for sure. When you have a moment like that, no matter how you got there wrecking. You could have got there winning. The year before was Kenny Wallace on top of the car doing Ric Flair, okay? When you have a moment like that, a week or so later, then you're like, how do I capitalize on that? What was the strategy? What was the plan after you'd reached that point?
Well, we capitalized on it right away. Heck, I was in the booth the next night with Ben, Jerry, and all them, so that was pretty cool. And then I just started using it. I've been pretty decent at PR and stuff, and I just kept on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I got on Twitter, and I had, before the Dome, I had 2 Twitter posts ever. And then I started using Twitter a lot and just social media. I made my own podcast. I just started using all that stuff. Got on heck, video games. iRacing, and started, I guess, kind of promoting events on there, and just kind of took whatever happened at the Dome and tried to benefit it for my next year of racing.
Well, let's talk about that next year of racing. 2023, looking at the stats here, you're the Mars Rookie of the Year on that tour. How did the season go?
We had a lot of ups and downs. It was really our first year, going out and traveling. Most of the time we stayed kind of around the local area. We had a few one-off races, but this year, we stayed in Illinois. I'm pretty sure I slept in more hotel beds than my own this year. But no, man, it was experience. Got a lot of experience while I was doing it. Had some really good runs, had some really bad runs. I about won a prelim night at the PDC. That's pretty much my dream race to win, besides the Dome, and all that. It was pretty good. Like you said, we wrapped up the Mars points championship, well, the Rookie of the Year points championship. That was a pretty cool deal. Gonna have the banquet tonight with Jonathan Clayton and Matt Curl and all them. But next year, we're going to kind of slow her down a little bit, and hey, you watch it.
See this? He's getting hecklers already.
I hear you can't park there probably 10 times a day. But I love it. I love people recognizing me and all that. It kind of humbles me, just a little bit.
That is good. That's for sure. So taking the so many races you did last year, you're just going to fine tune and hone in on a few bigger races, or a lot of bigger races, but lesser races, and try to do that next year.
Yeah, we're going to calm down on the touring deal and try to just focus on maybe going to where the purses are a little bit better, and stuff like that. The bigger races, we got $100,000, a $50,000, a $20,000, and a $15,000 for the mods, and the 20 and 15 are actually in the Mars races. So I'm still going to click in a few touring series races with the Summer Nationals, the Mars, and maybe even the Ironman stuff. So I'm hoping to really just do all that, and like I did last year, kind of go to some different racetracks and better racetracks than the one we got locally.
What's the? It's fascinating to listen to you on this. I do a lot of work in the sprint car world. Love dirt late model racing. Don't do any work in it, but love the racing. All of a sudden, now with the modifieds, I'm hearing 100 grand, 50 grand to win races. Seems like that form of the sport is growing as well.
Yeah, man, here recently, the modifieds, they're growing. I mean, it's 40, 50, sometimes, just for two grand race. And knowing that we got a lot of people coming in and being interested in a bigger purse for the modifieds really helps us out.
Okay, I saw your social media post. You had bucket list items for 2024. Race a super late model. How you doing on that one? You working on that?
Dude, I work on it every day, man. Racing super late models, that's where I want to be, here in the next 5 years. Not really on a touring series, but I want to be racing the super late model full time. I don't really want to stick around these modifieds too much. But every day it goes by, I'm always wanting to be in a late model. Every day it goes by, I think I'm wasting my opportunity not getting in one.
Yeah, it's funny. Dirt late models are a fascinating thing for me because I work in so many forms of it, everything from summer shootout at Charlotte to Millbridge to NASCAR with MRN and everything. And I have reserved dirt late model for me to be a fan. I love going to dirt. I shell out my money. I have my cooler of beer and I watch the races. I was talking with Ricky Thornton Jr. about that yesterday, and it was just, I love doing it. There's something about those dirt late models that they're just badass cars.
Yeah, I love watching late models. Like I said, that's what my dream's always been since I've been a little kid. I don't know if I got the abilities to make it a NASCAR, but surely I can at least try to make it to a late model. It's a spectacle like no other. The sprint cars they got the speed, but I think the late models, they got the racing.
It is amazing. It really truly is. Bucket list number 2 is win at Fairbury American Legion Speedway. What is there about that place?
Falls. Hashtag falls, baby. Mike Norris. And it's kind of funny, I used to get sick all the time when I was a kid, and I'd sit home and watch, these Racing 411 videos, and it's just videos about the Prairie Dirt Classic, and just watching those, you get a different feel about it. You walk into Fairbury, and it's like Rigsby says, you're at home. Just falls. That's the place to be, dog. That's my favorite track.
I made it down there one time years ago, fall, down there, and I just had a great time. It was a regular show. It is a great track. So Prairie Dirt Classic, one of my bucket list tracks. Another one of the bucket list items, go to Boone for the Super Nationals. Obviously, that falls under the bigger race category. Is that something that maybe you can get your arms around next year?
Man, I wish. I got to find a ride for it, UMP to IMCA, that really don't work, but we can of course tune and fine adjust to make it IMCA legal, but it'd be hardest doing it because I only got one primary car at this point. But no, I'd love to get the IMCA, race the Boone Super Nationals sometime in the next coming up years.
Somebody out there that owns an IMCA car, there's your driver. Okay, we'll take care of that one right there. And number 4 next week, win at the Dome. What would it mean after last year, all the fun stuff out there? What would that mean to you?
Heck, I'm just thinking about it. I'm speechless just thinking about it. I wouldn't know what to do. Cody, he's done an awesome job promoting that event and putting it on. I've been every single year that event has been held, and it's an event like none other. If you haven't been, you gotta go. It's breathtaking.
All right, final question for you. It's the quote, the sound effect, or whatever it was that made you famous when you were describing the racetrack at the Dome. And I know it's weird doing it in here. I get it. What does that sound like?
Well, I can get loud, but I don't know if people PRI are gonna like it. So you're going through the holes, and the rear end's coming off the ground. You're in the fuel and all that. And you're off the chip. It's just just one of those numbers there.
That's what I'm talking about right there. That is awesome. I appreciate it.
Look at all the looks.
It is. I agree. Hey, I'm loud. So when people go by, they're like, what is that noise and everything like that. So I get it, but it's all right. Made you famous. Maybe we'll sell a few T-shirts. We'll go with that. We'll sell some T-shirts. Charlie, a pleasure to hang out.
Absolutely. T-shirts, racetransfer.com/Charlie Mefford Racing. Go get you some.
Well, there we go. Charging Charlie joining us here at the Racing Electronics display.